What's up everyone, this is Nick at barben.com. Today I am trying out Keto Meal, the keto-friendly meal replacement from Kegenix. So this product uses real ketones, which is a patent from Dom D'Agostino of the University of South Florida. And D'Agostino is very, very famous in ketogenic and fasting circles, especially for the work that he has done creating these exogenous ketones that are used in this product. So a lot of people are going to be very excited about that you get exogenous ketones in the keto-friendly meal replacement. Some people aren't crazy about them. I'll get into that later, but that is definitely the biggest selling point of this product. Comes in a couple different flavors. I've got vanilla here, and the idea is to use 2 scoops with some nice cold water. So let's see how it tastes. Okay, I can't pretend that tasted amazing, but that is because this contains exogenous ketones, which are famously not all that tasty. So I do need to say that compared to a lot of other products that contain exogenous ketones, this tastes pretty good. There is still that metallic kind of peaty taste that ketones tend to bring to the table. But on top of that, there is a good amount of vanilla flavoring, which although it is naturally flavored and sweetened, I would say it tastes sort of like vanilla waffles. So it's pretty strong, but it still manages to taste a little bit artificial just because of the ketone taste in there. All right, so let's take a quick look at the nutrition label. 1 serving is 2 scoops, and that's 150 calories. In that, you are going to get 10 grams of protein, 8 grams of carbohydrates with 3 grams of fiber, so 5 grams of net carbohydrates, and 10 grams of fat with 3 grams of saturated fat. So that is equal parts protein and fat. Some people might have wanted slightly higher for a keto product, but that's acceptable, I think. Besides that, there are quite a few vitamins and minerals here. So there are 23 micronutrients here if you're including sodium and potassium, and you're gonna get about 25% of all of them. So there's obviously the big hitters here. There's vitamin A, calcium, vitamin C, iron, but also a lot of vitamins and minerals that often don't make it into meal replacement shakes. I'm talking about things like vitamin K and chromium and things like that. So they definitely did a very good job with the micronutrient spread here. So as far as the ingredients go, most of them are just the vitamins and minerals themselves, which I'm not going to get into. But there are definitely a few things worth pointing out here. The first ingredient is sunflower oil, so that's where most of the fat is coming from here. The protein comes from whey protein isolate. There are also medium chain triglycerides here as well for some extra fat. Then everything else, there's just some sodium, there's some natural vanilla flavor. There is also some guar gum as a thickener and stabilizer. And the other thing worth mentioning here is it has sunflower lecithin for mixability. So it's worth pointing out there's no soy lecithin, it's sunflower lecithin. It didn't mix amazing, I do have to point that out. But nonetheless, there is no soy in here and there are also no artificial flavors or sweeteners. So a lot of people are gonna be happy with that. So as far as the price goes, this tub here is the biggest size you can get. There are 540 grams here. This will provide 15 servings. It's considered a 15-day supply, and it's going to cost about $50. So that comes to about $3.30 per serving. Now, you can also get smaller amounts, which offer you 5 days at a time, which are $5 per serving. But yeah, let's say it's $3.30 per serving. Now, that's a little bit pricey. I've seen plenty of keto meal replacements out there that are closer to $2, $2.30 per serving. But it's really worth pointing out that these contain exogenous ketones. So that's going to bump up the price a bit, and you may find that price worth it. I should also point out that if you subscribe to regular shipments, the price drops a further 5%. So you do have options there. So there are a lot of things to like about Keto Meal. Number one, it is all natural. I mean, there are no artificial flavors or sweeteners or anything like that. There's also no soy. It's also non-GMO. There's no gluten. So yeah, there are a lot of things here that are going to please plenty of people out there with like more particular tastes. It's also, I mean, obviously it's keto friendly, but it's also very nutritious as well. This is a pretty wide variety of vitamins and minerals, a really impressive amount, especially given the fact that there are like 23 micronutrients on here, and a lot of them are often left off of other meal replacements. So yeah, I was a big fan of the nutrition profile. And then finally, you get these exogenous ketones, which a lot of people are going to be really happy about, especially because it's attached to Dom D'Agostino, who is a really big authority in the keto space. So there are a few potential cons for this product that I do want to point out. Number one is that the fat primarily comes from sunflower oil, which is pretty high in omega-6, which some people try to limit in their diets, so that is worth emphasizing. A lot of people prefer to stick to like mostly saturated fats when they're following a ketogenic diet. That's just a maybe, but it's just worth pointing out. Another thing is the flavor selection is kind of limited right now. It's just available in vanilla and chocolate. And the flavor you get, you can taste the ketones. I'm not going to pretend you can't. I mean, it was fine, but it wasn't a delight to drink. And then the main thing I want to point out is those ketones. Now, a lot of people are going to be very happy about that, as I mentioned. But consuming exogenous ketones, that can be controversial in some circles. While a lot of people claim that they're really good for giving you energy while you're in ketosis, others claim that it interferes with lipolysis, it can mess with your fat burning and things like that. Now, I'm not making a statement either way. I'm not an expert, I don't claim to be, but there are nonetheless kind of vocal sections of the ketosis community who really don't think exogenous ketones are worth it. So I'm just gonna point that out for those people. All right, those are my thoughts on the keto meal from Kegenix. For the full review, just Google Bioburn plus Kegenix.